I finally got it. Last week, it was pretty late at night. Everybody's sleeping. My light was the only one that was on. I was pretty tired at the end of the day. I put on my earphone, listening to some jazz. I think it was John Coltrane and Miles Davis. And just by chance, this was on my table. I grabbed it, sprayed it, and then I got it. Then I understood. And it makes sense, okay? It dawned on me that, I got it. So this is our Francesca Bianchi, Sex and the Sea. Now, this is a house from the Netherlands. So what happened was a few weeks ago, I did a first impression of this one, unboxing, made a video, but I don't recall exactly what I said in the first impression because it is always on the spot. Whatever I'm getting on the first impression is whatever I relate to you guys. I don't recall exactly what happened, but I do remember I was having trouble placing the name Sex and the Sea to the scent itself. I didn't know where the sex was coming from. I didn't know where the sea was coming from. So, and also the notes are very, very well blended together. So it was very difficult to tell exactly what was in here. And with that, the feeling I had the first impression was pretty lukewarm. So after a few weeks, I didn't touch it, and I didn't even, open this fragrance. Last week, like I said, pretty late at night, I listened to the music. I sprayed this on, closed my eyes. It was all very dark except the little lamp on my table. It right away took me and transported me to the image of a few years back when I was in Hawaii. It was late at night. It's pretty dark. Only the moonlight shining on the ocean. Me and my wife, we had a long day on the beach. We had suntan lotion on, so the sun was baking our skin. And I remember smelling her skin. And that's where the sex part comes from. It's not really the act of, the sexual act, but it's the smell of the human skin, the skin after it's heated by the sun, especially if you have the suntan lotion. And that's why it's a very, very intimate type of feeling. If you ever smell your skin under the sun, it just smells very different. It's hard to describe it, so go, give it a try. Especially if it's someone that, you're attracted to, it's gonna smell very, very different. Okay, the best way I could describe it is there's a sensuality to it. There's an intimate feeling to it. Okay, and also there was music in the background. There was an open bar, a bar under a hut, a small little place that they sell alcohol, and there were people drinking there, and there was jazz music playing in the background. So maybe that's what did it for me when I was, with my earphone on, listening to jazz. And then it makes sense, okay, absolutely makes sense. So let me go ahead and give it a spray as I walk you through the smell itself. The bottle itself, it's a typical small square bottle. Okay, look like this. The cap is with the logo on top, FB. The atomizer sprays out a little, not too much juice, but with this one, you do not need more than one spray. Okay, it's gonna stay with you all day, all night, a whole day with one spray. I'm not kidding. Okay. Right away, I'm picking up the mimosa. It's a yellow flower that smells a little bit green, a little bit powdery, a little bit sweet. Okay, and then I'm also getting some pineapple. The pineapple is not going to be the fresh type like in Creative Ventus, but it's more of a little bit toned down, dimmed down. And then I'm getting coconut. And it's also not those summertime fresh type of coconut. It is also being toned down by the ambergris. Okay. Now this ambergris is going to give it the salty feeling and the feeling of smelling the skin. So this is what I'm getting. So there, I got the part where the sex and the sea both. Okay, the salty ambergris is the sea part. Okay, and sex is the intimate, the smell of the skin. Okay, and the coconut, a tropical vacationing type of vibe. Even though it's toned down as fresh, but it's still in here. Right now, after the first impression, like I said, I was kind of stuck on exactly what to say. So I did not publish that first video. Basically, I was just mumbling because as I was trying to detect what's going on with this fragrance and what type of vibe do I get. So I'm not going to publish that. It's kind of a waste of time. Now, with that said, afterwards, I went and looked it up. What's actually in here, and then it makes sense. Where I'm smelling. It says there's iris. Yeah, I'm picking up iris. There's vanilla. Yep. Okay. There's myrrh. Yep. There's sandalwood, rose, and a little bit of civet. Okay. Now, civets might smell a little bit animalic or something else that's not too pleasant, but this is so toned down. If nobody tells me there's civet, I will never know there's. So don't worry about that part. But I'm picking up all those other notes. It's one of those things where, if people don't tell you, you might miss it. But once they tell you, okay, I got it. You can pinpoint it. And mainly, I'm smelling that very strong mimosa. Mimosa is coming up, and plus the salty ambergris. Okay, yeah, those are the two things. Now, because I was listening to the music, jazz music, I kind of relate. It kind of makes sense. Okay, for me, I always think this is complex like the music. Okay, it's not. How would I say this? I enjoy listening to it because a lot of time it's pretty complex, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of improvisation is involved in jazz, where I'm pretty interested to see where it takes me, and it's exciting that way. Especially I would listen to the studio version of the song, and I'll look for the live concert version, and inevitably there will be variations. Whenever the musician feel the vibe, they will improvise and change the lyrics or the notes, and it's kind of exciting to see what they do, and that it's interesting. I'm not saying this is as intricate or as complex as jazz music, but for me there's a lot of things going on. Like I say, I did not detect all those notes until I saw it. Go, yeah, I got it. Okay, it makes sense. So there's a lot of stuff going on, even though those 4 notes is pretty much dominating the top, while the other accompanying ingredients are in the back. Yeah, making a very, very nice composition. Yeah, I could also understand in the beginning, in the first impression, I cannot pick up too many notes. This is one of those that has depth. Okay. Now I was thinking, if I was to wear this in the middle of the day or throughout the day, it's gonna annoy the heck out of me, because when I'm busy, stressed throughout the day, so much stuff to do with work and all those things, I don't want anything that's gonna smell too complicated. It's just gonna bother me. I don't have time for that. I just want something that's easy, simple, and that's gonna help either calms me or at least not bother me, or make it just confusing. How's that? But like I say sometimes, that you gotta find the time and place and the mood, the right mindset to wear the fragrance. And I found this one. It was in the middle of the night where it's quiet, nothing's bothering me. I'm just chilling, taking it easy, relaxing from the whole day. And then this makes sense. Without me even trying, it took me there to that place on the beach. And that it clicked. You go, okay, I got it. Man, I would feel so bad if I just stay with my first impression and then did not spend more time to live with this. It was just by chance that I just had this on the table. I would move my fragrances around for whatever reason, and this happened to be there, and I was excited. Okay, I was excited first of all because it smells so good, but also because I have 5 other bottles from this lineup that's just waiting there for me to to spray it. Okay, I haven't even opened. Yeah, I haven't even. I only tried one. The first one was Tiger. This is the second one. The other 4, I haven't even sprayed them yet, so they're just waiting for me. And before when I get a haul where I get a bunch of fragrance, I will open all of them at the same time, and I'll just spray them away. Then I realized, I rather, let's say I get 5 fragrances, I will open them in 5 separate days. guess what? I'll be excited like 5 times instead of just opening them all at once. And then, just kind of, the more you have, it's harder for you to get to it and really enjoy it. And then I will miss out on the awesomeness of this one. Okay, has went from the first impression of 6 out of 10 up to like 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10. This is how great it is. I always think that whenever a fragrance can transport me to a different place, that is the pinnacle of what a good fragrance is. Okay, not just the notes, right? Not just, well, okay, it smells nice. Ooh, the unboxing, that's really, really great. Ooh, it's very you get compliment. All those are cool. But if I could smell this and it's taking me to some place, not, that's some other place and is a happy place, or have great memory association, those are the best. Okay, so I would pay an arm and a leg just to get those. So with that said, this is I picked that up I think for 120. I forgot 120, 125, 130. And this is a 30 ml, but is an extrait de parfum. So it's the highest oil concentration for perfume. And I was just thinking, if I were to pick up like a regular designer for $60, $70, or $80 EDT or EDP for let's say 100 ml, okay, bigger bottle, I'll probably have to give it a 5 or 6 sprays to get the potency. While this is one spray, I'm not kidding. Okay, one spray is gonna last me all day, all night, and So if I look at the spray cost per spray, it's gonna be about the same. Okay, those 100 ml versus this 30 ml. Okay, and 30 ml typically could last me 250 spray to 300 some plus sprays. So yeah, that's like almost a whole year of sprays if I spray one spray a day. So this is well worth it for me. And I saw it on selling for about 100 or lower. To me, that is a great value pickup for sure. Okay, I'd rather spend. I shouldn't do that, because every type of fragrance has its place. Okay, and everybody's fragrance hobby journey is going to be different stages, right? For me, because I have a larger collection, I kind of tend to search for the next intriguing stuff. Okay. So yeah, but hey, I was just thinking, there are places for everything, right? Sometimes when like I said, if I'm busy throughout the day, I don't want to smell too complicated. I'll just grab something very simple. Okay, and then whenever I meet clients, my go-to is always 2 of them. One is Bleu de Chanel, EDT, EDP. If I don't want it to project that much, I'll wear the EDP version. And then when I'm just, it's more of a casual meeting, then I'll, wear EDT. And I actually got a lot of compliments, even from clients. I mean, they will ask me, what are you wearing? You smell nice. And I'll introduce them. The second one would be the Versace Pour Homme, the easygoing, is a bluish color juice. Okay, those are my 2 go-tos. Okay, and I think Dior Sauvage is a little bit too much. Okay, is sometimes I think they might like it, but I think it's a little bit as too informal. Okay, it's too dressed down for those type of situation. They'll be perfect for clubbing and to impress people. But as far as more of a formal occasions, yeah, Bleu de Chanel is going to work better. But what am I talking about? Let's get back to this. As far as age, I think 21 and up to any age. The reason for that is I don't know how much teenage will be able to appreciate this. This is more of a complex scent that has more depth. Yeah, I'm smelling this. The strong notes are still the mimosa, the coconut, the sweet pineapple, and the salty ambergris. Okay. So 21 and up, I think they'll be able to start to appreciate this, unless you're a teenager and you really want to dive into just more than your typical common fragrances, right? Your mass appealing one. I'm not saying this is not mass appealing, but I don't know if it's going to be as versatile because there's more complexity to it. As far as male or female, absolutely both. Because I was thinking, I'd rather spray this I mean, I like spraying this on my own skin and smelling it. It's great. It takes me to places in my mind. But I absolutely would love to spray this on my wife, on on the person that you're attracted to, and then you will smell a little bit different than your own skin chemistry, but also the intimacy, it's gonna smell different. I like the smell of a skin scent, especially after it's been warmed up by the heat of the sun. But but if it's a person that I'm attracted to, there's a sensuality to it. There's something extra, so that's very attractive to me. So adding this, I think it'd be great. The other thing is, I forgot what I was gonna say. But as far as versatility, you gotta kind of judge by yourself where you could pull this off. But I think as far as dress up, you could wear this dress up. Dress down, okay. I don't think it fits. It doesn't fit as well if you wear a white T-shirt and just shorts, kind of slacking off, unless you're on the beach. Okay, so that might work well. But I think it's too complex or too nice for just sloppy, just go whatever, just kicking it in the gym or playing sports. I don't think it will fit that. Okay. As far as I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, okay. As far as seasons, temperature, and all those things, at first I was thinking, okay, might be too dark for the heat, but then I could absolutely imagine this, like the imagery is trying to give you, wearing this under the sun and let it warm you up. You really enjoy the Sex and the Sea vibe. So absolutely, this will be a good vacationing type of scent. Okay, and even though it's a darker scent, I think in the cold winter, it might be a little bit out of place. The sea and going in the winter. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it a try this summer and also winter. So with that said, it's not super. Well, I think it's unique. I was gonna say it's not super unique, but then because of the pineapple, coconut, and ambergris, but the way it's put together, I think it's very unique. At least I don't have anything like this in my collection. So with that said, this is more of a unique scent for me. Okay, it's not your typical coconut, fresh coconut. It's not your typical floral where you get the rolly or floral rose. This is the yellow mimosa that's give it a little bit of a twist on the floral note. With that said, I absolutely enjoyed this one. Like I said, it went from 6 for first impression up to 9 or 9.5. I should give it a 10. I don't see any reason not to. But just because I don't want to have so many 10s out there, it's going to make it so difficult for me to come up with my top, the top 10, right? So yeah, just 9.5 just for now, but it should be a 10. Anything else I should add? I don't know. If I think of anything, I'll probably put it on the comments. So with that said, I hope that is helpful. And as always, remember, thumbs up, subscribe, and all this good stuff. Thank you, and see you next time.